Hello everybody, welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, and we're reviewing Love Island Season 7, Episode 7. Things are about to get hectic because Love Island US is starting and I'm about to lose my mind. Anyways, for right now we're going to focus on Love Island UK and Rachel. Wow, I like her. I like her a lot. Before we get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I make a post. Let's get into the review. So Rachel says she doesn't have a type except for the fact that she doesn't like when somebody is prettier than her. Girl, I relate. You are not about to have better skin, no.
I like someone with a bit of like stubble. I don't like you to have like clearer skin than me. I don't like your eyebrows to be better than me.
Unfortunately for Brad, in my opinion, he is the pretty boy of the house, so his big reaction might not be reciprocated. So I actually found it interesting how the guys were surprised that Chloe didn't pick Brad. My thing is, the conversations that happen in this house seem to be pretty surface level within the couples and within like, how do I say this? Like guys and girls, just not the ones coupled up together. And I feel like that's what's lacking from this season, you know? I feel like we learned more about people's backgrounds, more about people's family history, more about past relationships in past seasons. And this season, I don't know. It's like, I either have to like you at face value or that's it. Until Rachel came. Rachel kind of, changed up the conversations, but for the most part it just seems kind of surface. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you guys not know that Chloe was not into Brad? I get it, maybe you might not be into her romantically, but have these conversations just as friends. You never know what might build from just regular conversation, not just always, I'm trying to see you romantically. It might not start off that way, but if they were having these conversations, they would have known that Chloe had no interest in Brad because Brad is so self-centered in conversations. So, man, come on, guys. Like, let's dig deep. Let's do something. I understand a lot of them are young. They're here for a holiday. I get it. But, like, come on. Let's have some substance. So Chugs pulls Rachel for a chat, and I'm like, dang, this girl, this woman, okay, because she is 29.
You have amazing qualities and you're like strong, you're independent, you're confident, you're feisty. Look at you strutting in yesterday. Like, that takes big old balls to do that.
She commands a room. Like, she has no problem saying what she feels. She has no problem going for what she wants. I love it. I need them to send her a grown man. I'm sorry. All these 21, 22-year-old little boys, it's not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work for me. She needs a grown man and not a child. Speaking of, Brad is actually able to hold a conversation for once.
Like, he looks like a fuckboy, but he's the sweetest person ever.
Maybe all he needed was a woman who could wrangle him in, kind of like a mother figure. I wanted to say that without laughing, but man, I don't know. Maybe he just needed somebody with a little bit of a more dominant personality who can wrangle him in. But all jokes aside, I think him having a genuine interest in her has played a part in the reciprocation and conversation. So for once, he's actually able to pause, listen, ask questions. A lot of it to me does kind of seem like he's trying to stay in the house, so he's magnifying what is there. So yes, he's into her, but I feel like he's putting it on more just to make sure his spot is secured. But I do like seeing this difference in him, and it has to be Rachel's like commanding personality. She's bringing things out of him that we haven't been able to see, and it's nice to see. He might not be here for long, but it's nice to see. So Kaz is on a mission to get some more affection from Toby, and they're kind of making it seem like Toby, his name's Toby, right? Toby is timid and, his lack of experience is making it hard for him to really dive in, but no, I'm not buying it.
I feel like I'm holding him back. I feel like I'm at a stage where she likes me more than I like her.
Okay, so my camera stopped recording. I'm not quite sure where it stopped, but I was talking about Toby when I noticed. So he kind of said that seeing Sharon and Aaron, Jake and Liberty is kind of making her feel like that's what she wants. No. She's been asking for affection. No. She's been wanting affection from the beginning. It has nothing to do with everybody else now coupling up. She's been wanting this from you. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say she hasn't been saying she wants it is because she hasn't been saying she wants it, from what we can tell. You know, they haven't had an honest conversation of where they're at, how they feel about each other, how things would go if somebody else walked in, or if nobody else walked in. Are you content with the connection that you have right here? And then Toby is here, you know, assuming things in his head that he hasn't had a conversation with Kaz to actually make a proper decision. And then you have Kaz, you know, getting frustrated while also not having a conversation with Toby. So it's like, can you guys talk? Can you converse? Maybe you'll be able to sleep easier and, you know, not feel so stressed about where y'all are at if you actually spoke about where y'all are at. Hugo is having yet another useless conversation with Jake.
If a blonde come in, and she had blonde, blue eyes, green eyes, just up for a laugh, I'd get to know her. And why would I go, no, I'm not going to get to know you because I'm with Lib? I'd be lying to myself. On the outside world, I would. Yeah.
Talk to Liberty. Talk to Liberty. This conversation with Hugo, I get it. To say how you're feeling out loud, to materialize the things that you're thinking, I get it. But to constantly be having a conversation about a lack of passion with a person who has literally no ability to change it is a waste of time. Have this conversation with Liberty. One, so that you can see whether or not you can build on the passion between y'all two. And two, so that she is not left in the dark. And when somebody else comes in and she's thinking you're all in with her and your head turns to somebody else, I promise you, you're gonna look like the biggest dick on Love Island. It's not gonna end well. I don't know why it's so hard for him to go and have this conversation with her. Like, it's not like you're saying, I don't like you no more. You're just saying, I feel like there's something missing and maybe let's try to see if we can work on it or if this is just the peak of our relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you would have the freedom when somebody else comes in. I'm really getting passionate about this. You would have the freedom when somebody else comes in to fully explore that because you've let Liberty know where you're at. And it doesn't seem muggy. It doesn't seem like you're betraying her. It's just, it's honest. So from now, be honest. Come on. So we end the episode with a challenge that was absolute cringe, and Brad somehow made it more cringe. Even with his cringy nature, he ended up winning. But in the game of Chugs versus Brad, Rachel's conflict is that Brad has had a more well-rounded conversation with her, which is a surprise to all of us. However, she feels like she can trust Chugs more. I see it. I 100% see it. Even though things might not be as deep with Chugs and she doesn't know as much about him as she does Brad, you feel genuinity from him. You feel like what he's saying is truly what he's saying, and it's not for the sake of, let me say what I got to say in order to stay in the house. Unfortunately, when Brad speaks, it's like, yes, I know you're attracted to me, but like, to what extent is it just let me please you for now and then ditch you later? You know, I definitely see her trusting Chugs more. And even if things don't progress with Chugs, I feel like she still wouldn't regret it. Unfortunately, we don't get to know what decision she makes. This was the cliffhanger that I actually like yelled at my computer, like, really? Now? Now? Okay. Cool. So we're going to find out tomorrow who she picks. And I need some new guys. I need some guys that Kaz would be into because I'm tired of seeing her get played. I need Kaz to have a new prospect and I need Liberty to have a new prospect. These women deserve vindication because they are getting played and they don't even know it. Oh, my girls, my poor girls. With that being said, guys, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.